Hey guys, this is RolloutReviews with RolloutReviews, bringing you another BIONICLE review. This time it is set number 70779, Protector of Stone. This set contains 73 pieces and retails for about $10 US. The Protectors play a very similar role to the Turaga of the first generation. They are the elders and leaders of their respective tribes. One key difference is that they are much more well-equipped for a fight. The Protector of Stone's job is to guide Pohatu to his golden mask and defend him from skull spiders as he claims it. We'll take a look at his construction, starting from the bottom up. He's got little spikes sticking out of his ankles, and I don't know why, but I really like that. He has some ball joints in his knees, and of course some trans neon green bone pieces in his upper legs. You'll also notice that his thigh armor is oriented a bit differently than any of the other Protectors. It faces forward rather than attaching to the sides. Now, this is one of my favorite and least favorite parts about this guy, believe it or not. I love the way it looks. It gives some great shaping to his legs. Unfortunately, it does cause some limitations. Things run into each other in the middle here, and I did find there were some poses I just couldn't get him into, mainly crouching and sitting poses, but most things should still be within range. His upper body build is pretty standard. He has the new armor piece used as a chest plate, and it attaches with a burnt orange armor shell. However, he has a blatant lack of back coverage. Now, once again, this is something I don't expect, but I really feel he should have it, because there's definitely room there for it. I suspect the reason he doesn't is because of his already fairly large parts count. He has more pieces than any of the other Protectors. In fact, he has more pieces than Pohatu. Now, granted, that's because of the small pieces used in his weapon and his extra ammo, but it's still kind of funny regardless. The ball joints in his elbows offer a great range, which definitely comes in handy when wielding his weapon. The arms are also asymmetrical, similar to Pohatu. Here it's a little different though. The bone pieces that make up each arm are the same. One shoulder pad is entirely silver with a little bit more bulk. The other shoulder pad is entirely burnt orange with little white spiky bits. There's more or less an even ratio of differences and similarities, and the asymmetrical colors are consistently asymmetrical. He doesn't have a silver shoulder pad on his burnt orange arm. Basically, I like the way the asymmetry is done here a lot more than how it was done on Pohatu. He wears the Protector Mask of Stone. The dual-injected color scheme, in this case trans neon green and solid burnt orange, signify him as the leader of his tribe. If anything, it gives him very limited elemental abilities. His head is pretty much the same as all of the others. However, I would like to point out that he is the only Protector whose eye color is different from their respective toa, which is odd. The mask attaches simply enough, and by pressing on the eye stalk towards the back, it'll pop off his mask. His weapon is an elemental sandstorm blaster, or as I like to call it, his boomstick. It's a staff weapon with blades of energy shooting out of it. Oh, not to mention a Gatling gun mounted on the end. It's ridiculous and awesome, and I absolutely love it. The Protector of Jungle's weapon is cool, but turning a projectile shooter into a bow weapon, that's a given. This thing is equally as cool, but also way more interesting, which is why it's my favorite Protector weapon out of the 6. It actually works under very similar principles to the Protector of Jungle's bow. He holds it at 2 points, here and here, and this bottom section can spin freely so that he can hold it with 2 hands, and you don't accidentally spin this section in the center, launching off all of the studs. I find it's particularly tricky loading these 2 studs back up, just because the blades get in the way, but it's not too bad. To operate the 6-shooter, all you need to do is spin this gear in the center, and they go flying. You get 7 extra studs, also in trans neon green, 13 in total. He also comes with a dark blue skull spider. Just like the one that came with Pohatu, it's got a little scorpion tail on the end, but aside from that, it's pretty much the same as all of the others. Of course, it can take control of the Protector by replacing his mask. Finally, the Protector can help Pohatu out by lending him his weapon and armor to power him up. All we'll need from the Protector is the Sandblaster and the shoulder pad. To prepare Pohatu, first we're going to put him on his Jetarangs and take away his little dagger weapon. Then we're going to give him the shoulder armor as some kind of wrist guard. Next, we're going to pull the end off the Sandstone Blaster here. This just gets tossed off to the side. You can give that to the Protector if you'd like. Finally, we'll take the Gurok Staff and attach that to the end, just like this. I really like this. It's super simple, but it makes firing the weapon a lot more fun, almost like turning a key. Anyway, give this to the Man of the Hour, and there is Pohatu, all powered up. Pohatu's power-up mode is extremely simple, but it works. It gives him a much more adequate weapon to hold while his boomerangs are being used for flight, and a small shield on his left arm to defend himself from, let's be honest, not much. It's not the best of the Protector given upgrades, but it's by no means the worst. The Protector of Stone is my favorite of the 6. He's got a very similar construction to the Protector of Jungle. Even their weapons share similarities. The Jungle Protector is also an equally great set. I simply prefer Stone's weapon, color scheme, and changes in the placement of his armor. Overall, if I could only choose a single Protector out of the bunch, it'd definitely be this one. I love this guy. So, that is about it, guys, and this is IX Roll It IX, signing off.